Hey folks, it's Dr. Sam, and I want to talk to you today about floaters. This is a hot topic. I get so many questions. So I'm going to start off by saying that this is a disclaimer. The information I'm sharing is educational only, and it's not a substitute for going to your eye doctor. So floaters has many different levels and layers, and there's no one answer for everybody. There just isn't a cookbook approach. There are many reasons why we develop floaters, and some of those include if you're nearsighted. It also can be an aging change because your eye is not getting the antioxidants and hydration and oxygenation, so the vitreous gel sac begins to shrink. Another reason is cataract surgery, diabetes, chronic stress, inflammation, the use of pharmaceutical drugs, heavy metal toxicities, and head trauma, just to name a few of the reasons why we develop floaters. Now, clinically, in my experience, I find that there are three main reasons why people have developed floaters. The first is this vitreous, which is the gel sac in the posterior two-thirds of the eye, is made up of mostly water, proteins, and collagen. And what happens is the vitreous gel begins to shrink, and some of the protein flakes actually break off and they start floating in the gel sac. And this is what creates those irritating flecks and specks that you're dealing with, and it's driving you crazy. So I'm going to offer you some suggestions, but there's a disclaimer in that I'm not sure what would work for you. These are just general guidelines. So number one, I think it's very important that you increase your nutrients to your eyes. These would be those ingredients that I talk a lot about: the beta carotene, vitamin A, the B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin E, especially the tocotrienol source of vitamin E, your trace minerals, chromium, magnesium, selenium, and zinc, and the carotenoids, lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. I would also include increasing your fats and oils, especially the healthy ones, more of the omega-3 than the omega-6, and overall eat a diet that is anti-inflammatory, include complex carbohydrates, fats and oils, and fiber. Some other important ingredients would include the master antioxidant that's found in your body, glutathione, and specifically for vitreous health, you could try things like hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, and even MSM. Now, a couple of key points. I have seen a correlation with poor dentistry, so that could be mercury amalgams, root canals, and the incidence of floaters. Another connection I see is head trauma, and it could be something that has happened a long time ago, which can induce floaters. Exposure to EMF pollution, so that's all of the radio waves, the microwaves, the wireless. This can also increase the incidence of floaters. And in Chinese medicine, liver qi stagnation. So we know in Chinese medicine, the liver meridian rules the eyes. So if you do some kind of a liver detox, sometimes that can clear up the floaters. I would include my eye exercises for floaters, any ways that you can reduce visual stress, improve eye circulation and the eye lymph. That's going to be very helpful. And protect your eyes from the damaging blue light. So use blue blocking filters if you're on digital devices for any length of time. So overall, I think that you definitely can improve floaters. Sometimes it's inconsistent where they'll get better and they'll get worse based on your stress level, your diet, and other factors. But if you follow a more healthy lifestyle, you have a good chance of reducing the floaters. So that's my message for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.